Plastics, plastics, plastics. Who would have thought that these cheap, non biodegradable friend of ours would turn into the greatest menace for our very earth and environment? Hi, I am Amit, and as part of CNN IBN's Citizen Journalist program, I am trying to highlight a very important but a highly neglected issue of EPR, or Extended Producer Responsibility. So let's try and understand what is this extended producer responsibility. When I, as a consumer, go in a shop and buy a packet of potato chips, I'm paying rupees 10 for the chips. But the manufacturer is charging me not just for the chips but also for the packet, transportation, etc. etc. So when the company has already charged me for the packet and the eatable part inside that packet, whose responsibility then it becomes anyways to collect that waste packet? The government, the corporate, the NGOs, civil society, you or me? I had a word with a young environmental activist, Manas Srivastava, and he had a lot to share on this.
I'm going to talk about the term called as extended producer responsibility. What does it mean in simple terms? It means that I, as a consumer, if purchases a pack of Uncle Chips that comes, let's say Lay's, that comes from a corporate called as Frito-Lay's or PepsiCo, I as a consumer pay only for the consumable part, that is chips inside the pack, and as a producer, as a PepsiCo, what does PepsiCo takes from us is also for the inconsumable part, that is air inside the pack. It's about the transportation. They also charge us for the packaging and all other things that we just cannot see. So the question arises that when the producer is taking money for all the inconsumable part, then why after the product is consumed by a consumer and when it is dumped into a dustbin, why it becomes a responsibility of a government to take the responsibility of that waste? Why it is not the producer who takes the responsibility of it? It is very clear that when a producer is taking money for it, then it becomes a responsibility of a producer to take the responsibility of the waste after the product is consumed. This term is new to in Indian context. It was introduced in 2010 guidelines of plastic in waste management, and in European context this term has been past few years it has been in practice. As this comes to India, as we can see that we are running out of resources, we are running out of space to manage the waste, we are running out of place to live, we are running out of lot of other things, then the time is that we need to make a very vocal call, very loud call to the producers of products to take back the waste that they generate. It is not the responsibility of the government to take care of the waste, not the responsibility of an organization or an individual to take care of the waste. Instead, it is the responsibility of a producer to take care of the waste. Thank you.
Thank you, Manas. Truly said, a waste is a waste only when we make it. The agenda of this video is not just to remind the companies and the corporates of their responsibilities.
We as consumers just can't wash away our hands from this responsibility by blaming the government, the corporate and companies, NGOs and civil societies. We too have a responsibility to share, to understand. So this time, let's come together. Let's come together to create more awareness about the issue. Let's come together to make it count this time, so that our policymakers listen to us. Thank you.